now call this meeting of the Amateur Detective Club to order. I am Melissa Meli, the spy.
I'm Tyler Riley, cop and a half.
And I'm Tristan Miller, the saucy sleuth.
Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go down... Oh my God.
Just go down to the river, throw a pole in, you get an audiobook. It's a great deal, folks.
I'd do that.
But it is turning the frogs gay.
Third...
Oh, made myself laugh. Alex shows you. Rhonda Shawn. I laughed so hard I burped.
So good. We're doing such a good job, guys.
Okay.
Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/adcpod and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Download a title free and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/adcpod. And for our next book, we are going to be listening to Death in the Clouds by Agatha Christie, narrated by Hugh Fraser. So if you want to get your trial and also listen along with us, that we will be doing sometime relatively soon. So what did we do this week?
We're back to Poirot.
What?
What?
The TV show.
Yes. Poirot.
Poirot, row your boat. This episode starts off on a boat.
It does. That is true.
There you go. Perfect. Seamless
Excellent.
Transition. I love it.
Full disclosure, folks, we just watched the episode. We did order food. Everyone's a little food sleepy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's better than getting high.
We watched it together as well.
Yes.
And decided that instead of actually reviewing the episode, we are going to do a fashion review.
That's true.
For you, because it was very good fashion. No, we're kidding. We're going to review the episode.
I do want to talk briefly, though. We might as well do it now because you brought it up.
Well,
Poirot.
hang on 1 second.
Okay.
What is the name of the episode?
Oh, it's Triangle in Rhodes, something like that.
It's in Rhodes.
Yeah, season 1, episode 6.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Put it in right here.
Okay. Okay. Poirot, over the course of this episode, changes outfits at least 4, if not 5 times.
I would argue even more fits.
Mm-hmm.
More fits that are lit, as the youth say.
Some lit fits, which is what I put on my arm to count my steps. But he has so many waistcoats, and they're all beautiful. He also has a pince-nez at one point, and I want one so badly so I can read the newspaper.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
So
I
good.
love these suits so much. I love the ladies in their jackets and
big hats.
jumpsuits and big
I love a big hat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want... Okay, so sun hats. Sun hats, the bigger, the better. If
That's
it can
true.
cover your entire person, like an umbrella,
Like Bugs Bunny from that one.
totally. All about it. The more bows, the more accoutrement, the better. At one point, this one woman is wearing a hat that has like feathers hanging down from it, and it like flounces in the breeze. It's lovely.
Really, whoever made Lenny Kravitz's scarf should also make hats for the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
The bigger, the
scarf
better.
is just a blanket, and he knows it.
I know, and I want one.
Me
So,
too.
do you know what else is blankets that you can wear in public? Capes.
That's true.
That is true.
Capes.
I thought you were
Capes.
referring to a slanket.
Yeah, I was thinking a Snuggie.
Yeah.
No, I mean, see, that's less acceptable out in society.
Also,
Until we make it so.
a poncho. Also a what is it? The one that wraps around.
A sarong?
A serape.
Serape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, serape or a poncho.
Oh, well, a pashmina is more like a scarf, right?
Yeah,
Pashmina.
it is.
What?
It's not quite a blanket.
What else is a blanket? A rug is an abused blanket, I say.
Oh, wow. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Or something that gets stabbed, cut a rug.
Oh.
But,
Oh.
So this episode takes place in Rhodes, which Tyler's been to.
yes, it is my favorite place in the world.
Not
Would
my
go
home.
back. No. Have you you
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you saw the episode. Like
That's true. I saw
no
the
apologies.
episode. Yeah, I saw the episode and I've seen my house. So you're right.
It's pretty gorgeous, the vistas that we get in this.
And the water, it's
And the breeze and the octopus.
yes.
The octopus on the wall. Yeah.
And the statues of the fawn.
All in favor of fawn statues, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so what happens? Poirot is on
No
vacation.
one knows.
Poirot is on vacation. He's hanging out with what seem to be like old-timey swingers.
Yeah.
They have a very interesting dynamic, this group of 4 couples and then a woman that is just kind of there. They're all staying at this wonderful hotel. Also, it's strange because it does open up. Poirot meets the woman whose name I don't remember, and I don't care to.
No, yeah, so...
But they meet in a market, and she's being chased by a man who's also staying at the hotel, and that's never really
Yeah, Paul
addressed.
Giamatti, dude, right?
Yeah, Paul Giamatti guy, Major something or other.
Yeah.
So we're going to probably refer
Major
to...
problem. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. You got him.
We're probably going to refer to the characters in this episode by the celebrities that we think they look like.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Because we don't know any of their actual names.
Paul
and-
Giamatti.
Yes.
Great value, Olivia Colman.
Olivia Colman.
Uh-huh.
Knockoff Donald Draper.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Patty LuPone,
Wait,
who
what?
dies.
Wait, that is not Patty LuPone.
Ooh, you don't know what Patty LuPone looks like. Is the
No,
first
you
one
really
I thought.
don't.
Yeah.
You don't know what Patty LuPone
maybe
looks like.
young Deborah Winger. We
Okay,
could.
Winger.
It's become funny again. At least to us.
If it doesn't become funny to you, so young Deborah Winger. Then old Deborah
No, Petunia Dursley.
Petunia
Petunia
Dursley.
Dursley, yeah.
And then what's the other man's name? He looks like he's Capulani.
Gold. His name is Gold. His
Gold.
actual character's
Oh.
name is Gold.
So Goldie Hawn. Got it. Anyway, so Giamatti is chasing Olivia Colman down the street, and they bump into Poirot, and she uses Poirot to avoid him, and they go back to the hotel. Then these other 2 sets of couples arrive on the same boat, and they check into the hotel, and the one guy, knockoff Don Draper, is very rude, very mean, very rich.
And he's wearing an ascot.
Yes.
And he's married to young Deborah Winger.
Yes. And then old Deborah Winger and
Petunia Dursley.
Petunia Dursley and Goldie Hawn are married. And Bobcat Goldthwait.
Okay, yes, yes.
I was so trying to enjoy my vacation.
That and a British accent is not far off.
We forgot to mention, this episode does open up with the mail being delivered at Poirot's apartment, and they're like, where's that old weird guy?
Oh,
He
yeah.
solves mysteries, isn't it? And the guy's like, he's on vacation, some foreign parts where he belongs, because he's not from here. And then they just jump cut.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not necessary at all.
Not at all.
Anyway, so
We don't even get Miss Lemon.
We don't.
We don't.
That would have been far more interesting. Like the postman runs into her on the street and she's like, he's gone away. Not like this random guy who just happens to know Poirot's business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but then we wouldn't have gotten, because Miss Lemon is cool, so she wouldn't have been like, well, we wouldn't have gotten our racism in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay, sometimes you have to
that's-
sacrifice women for racism.
The gods demand it.
What a sentence! Oh, boy!
Follow me at It's Tyler Riley on Twitter.
I love how we keep mentioning Tyler Riley's Twitter, but no one else. No one else's Twitter. Okay, so, but also, the police, the mailman does go, oh, did you hear the police can't solve a murder? They should call in this chap that lives here. He's like, he's on vacation, so they're just out of luck. And so, so Poirot's absence is felt in England, I think, is what it's meant to be.
Yeah, because how are they going to solve the murders without him?
Yeah, they seem to not be competent. So,
Which is kind of a downer, you know?
downer. So, I'm into war, gonna downer. So, Anyway, I'm not. That was a bit. Do not at me. Moving on. I tweeted about Vor once, and then a Vor Twitter followed me, and I was like, oh, jeez.
Is Vor like a young folks thing?
Yeah, Vor is when you have a sexual predilection to being swallowed whole. And, yeah, much like...
like through the mouth?
Yeah, through the mouth. Much like a Pinocchio situation.
Okay.
Yes.
So I didn't know that either. I was just pretending I knew what it was.
Okay, that's fun.
Like, for a while.
Yeah. Don't Google it.
Well, I asked about the mouth thing because there's this really interesting subplot in Talk to...
Off the rails already.
Okay.
10 minutes in. Let's do this. Live a little, folks.
In Talk to Her by Pedro Almodovar, the film for which he won his first and I think only Academy Award for
right.
screenwriting. There's this random bit. I forget how it ties in, but like this man shrinks down and then...
Like the Meet Dave sort of situation.
Yes. So then he's like married to this woman. He's a scientist, and that's how he gets shrunk.
Honey, I shrunk my husband.
Yes. And like that bit ends with him like climbing inside of her vagina, like to die, essentially.
If I'm gonna go out on my own terms. I'm gonna go the way I came out.
So it's like maybe that was the Vor thing, but but it's not through the mouth.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. So we're back in Rhodes. Meanwhile, back at Rhodes.
We get this like beautiful I don't know instrument for it, but we get this lovely remix to the Poirot theme song.
Oh my gosh. All they did this entire...
Not even close.
Well, all they did with the music this entire episode was remixes of samples of the theme song. It is
done in... It's a mandolin, right? That's a mandolin.
Okay.
You know, I used to date a mandolin.
Yeah.
She was too high-strung, though. I was always picking on her.
Oh,
shout
Women's
out to
History Month. What a way to close it out.
this
No, this will come out next month.
Oh, okay. So then you're in the clear.
I am in the clear. Any other month, you can be terrible.
Just like racism picked back up in March.
Yeah, immediately.
Hey, I'm
with
going
the
to be
Oscars.
in Disney World when this episode comes out.
Oh, nice.
I just had to get that in there somewhere.
But that's a shout out to the Renaissance Fair show. The Divers. The Divers were the first. They're a band. They're a Christian folk band.
Divers?
The Divers. Hardly Nosers.
Yeah.
So, the Divers did that joke. I just want to give them credit. So, we're in Rhodes.
Yeah.
And they're all on vacation. It's very swanky. Poirot does not give a care about these four people he's presumably hanging out with. One scene, they're on the beach. They're all in swimsuits. It's very ooh.
Great men's swimwear, by the way.
Yeah.
One piece.
I mean, and women's. But
Yes. True. Poirot is in a full suit underneath.
3-piece suit.
Under an umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a straw fan.
Yep. And sunglasses. It's dope.
Yeah.
Truly an icon. But they're all flirting with each other, and Poirot is having none of it. Yeah. He does not care. And the woman that, Olivia Colman, is there. It's like, oh, dude, you think humans tend to go towards one shape, but then she draws a triangle. Is it like a love triangle, I assume? Or the Illuminati?
Okay, we had several thoughts about what it could have meant.
Yeah.
Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, also.
She could have been a member of the Triads.
The Triads. What else?
It's the invisibility cloak and the Deathly Hallows symbol.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. So she is a wizard, is what you're saying.
Probably.
Not all English people are wizards, but all English people are wizards. Even
she
the
believed
witches.
in equality. It was an equilateral triangle.
Ooh, it was. It was not. You're being obtuse, though.
I saw Sleuth what you did there.
Call you Armstrong, because that was a stretch. Be We like to have fun.
We do.
But the first 20 minutes of the show is them just like hanging out.
Yeah.
But they go to the top of a mountain, look at a statue.
One of the guys,
Yeah,
is
they
it the
go into
awful
the
guy?
church.
Yeah, probably Don Draper.
Poor man's Don Draper, who is walking up and he's like, well, I don't know why we're walking up here,
right.
just to see more ruins.
Yeah, it's like the culture. You swine.
Which is like every American that I have been with in another country
Yeah.
is just complaining the entire time about why anything is of cultural significance to anyone else.
Well, it's because we don't have any culture here in America. We're very young. We decimated most of the existing cultures when we came in, so we don't understand it,
We
Tyler.
have beautiful Confederate statues.
Oh, I love your use of irony, and I hope the audience understands it.
I really hope that everyone listening to this episode in particular understands irony. Because, oh boy, here
that's
we
fair.
are.
We have the Grand Canyon, I guess.
The Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
When they're up on the top of the hill, they see a snake, and everyone's like excited by the snake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
No
Poirot-
one is freaked out by this poisonous snake.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, ooh, cool, a
Ooh,
snake.
How novel! I can't die. I have many. But Poirot does go, this is this kind of snake, it is poisonous, and if every killer was as obvious as the snake, I would not have a job. And then there's a moment with old Deborah Messing.
Deborah Winger.
Same thing. Old Deborah Winger. No, not at all. Old Debbie.
Wait, old Debbie?
Petunia Dursley.
So that would be
Petunia Dursley. Thank you so much. I don't remember.
young Deborah Winger. Petunia Dursley.
Un momento.
Okay.
But anyway, they share a moment with she and Poirot share a very long sensual moment when he says that line, and it is
Yeah, that's Petunia.
massively disturbing.
Yeah.
What one is Petunia in?
Fiona
then it-
Shaw
Yeah.
Fiona Shaw.
is the actor's name who plays. She is also a brilliant actor, by the way.
Yeah, on
So
stage
Fiona
as
Shaw
well.
is not in this episode. Actually,
No, she is not.
She just resembles Fiona Shaw.
I was just looking it up because they both are British and of the correct age-ish.
Yeah, it's not her though.
okay.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just double checking. So what happens after that?
We were at lunch, I believe,
Yeah.
Yes.
where we have the musicians come.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And poor man Don Draper is being a real...
So-and-so.
Yep.
Ascot.
Oh, because he wears an ascot.
Yeah, yeah.
He does do that. He yells at the musicians. He's like, must we have this? Which is the most British. And then he confronts...
Okay, the most tourist.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't be coming to my people.
No. I mean, understand just the phrasing of it. Must we
Oh,
have
that's
this?
okay. That's fair.
Must we have this?
That is accurate.
And then they get into a confrontation about the women situation where they've been flirting and presumably stooping each other.
So
Stooping so low.
Oh.
Yeah. So Don Draper accuses
Sorry, that was fun.
accuses Gold of having an affair with his wife.
My wife. So dumb.
Yeah, it's very a lot, and then they offend Petunia Dursley, and she
Scampers off.
scampers off.
And then Poirot.
Well, in poor Don Draper's defense, Petunia is talking a lot of ish throughout the episode
That is
about
true.
everybody.
That is true, yeah. After which, she runs off, there's a beat, and then the waiter shows up, and Poirot's like, oh, so it's lamb kidneys on a stick. Yes, I will have this.
He wanted to make sure because it was
Bowels?
on a spit, I
On a
think is what it
spit.
said.
Yeah, it's on a spit.
So he wanted to make,
Make sure it was not,
wanted to-
what is it?
saliva? Yeah, I know.
Especially
I don't know.
good at expectorating.
Expectoration.
Expectoral.
Yeah.
Patronus.
Um,
But then, basically, Poirot's vacation is over. He goes to the boat station. What is it called? A dock. A dock. He goes, Doc, who's there? A boat. But they won't let him in because they think he's a spy. But during
Because
this...
he's foreign.
Because he's foreign.
Do they take a peer at his passport?
Oh, it is also called a pier.
It is. Brosnan.
Oh.
It appears so. So, are all sailors peers? No, captains are above. Anyway, so my thing is this.
I hope they don't harbor any resentment.
Sailor. This show is just nonsense now. Which is
we really got to anchor down.
Also, rudder.
God, I hope this is enjoyable for other people to listen to.
I doubt it. So, during this time, they come back from a party. They have drinks at the bar, and then the women show up, and because they went to the top of the mountain to watch the sunset, and then they come back, and then Don Draper offers his wife his drink,
Because she says, I want a pink gin.
which is what he ordered, knowing that it was her favorite, presumably. I don't know.
Well, no, he ordered it for himself.
That's true. And then,
Because then they ask her, and she says it very enthusiastically.
yeah, she's like, I need this. I need to get drunk right now. Which, oof. But then she gets poisoned and dies.
Yeah.
She's gone. And then Poirot...
So the drink was poisoned, so
Yeah.
everyone assumes that whoever was the killer was trying to poison her husband.
Yes.
So
Don Draper.
Bobcat
Yeah,
is
Bobcat
the
gets
first suspect.
incarcerated.
Yeah, he has a little thing of poison in his pocket, right?
A little glass vial.
Vial?
Yes.
Yeah.
Extract a llama.
Yeah.
Vile, like that murder.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Poirot still is not on the boat. The boat leaves. Olivia Colman comes up to him and he's like, help. There's been a murder.
Yeah.
And
And he's like, fine, I will go. I am not a spy. I am a detective.
yes,
When he storms off. Bring my things to the hotel.
it's really good.
It's very good. And we get a scene of Poirot yelling at the customs guy.
Yeah.
And we've never seen Poirot yell.
No,
And wow, it's kind of scary.
it is. I mean, he missed his boat. I would be yelling.
I would be very upset.
Yeah.
So they go and then they start investigating the murder, right?
Well, he goes to the prison jail.
Mhm.
Jail.
Mhm.
He goes to the jail to visit Gold, and the only character name I know.
Mhm.
And he believes Gold that he did not commit this murder.
Now Gold looks already
yeah.
pretty rough. He is like
Yeah.
schmutz on his face. And this led to a very fun interaction we had. I said, he looks like he's tried to contour. And then Tyler said,
There are no mirrors in jail.
that is true. It sounds like a proverb, as Christina pointed out. And it does. Remember, kids, there are no mirrors in jail.
Yep.
Yeah, so all you spring blingers and hooligans,
Look at the hoodies.
punk rockers just out in these streets.
Okay.
You ever wonder how a sentence do?
All the time.
Okay, so they go and they're like, he's innocent. And then they go bump into Don Draper again. And he's like, I think he's innocent. And then they go look around. And they're like, how lucky you are to be alive right now. Look around. And then they go, oh, we have to find an apothecary where the poison was made. Oh, they go to going back. So. So they go to a guy who specializes in poisons. He identifies the poison.
Well, first,
When
they walk into the Old Town section, you said,
Yes.
Oh, right.
right? Olivia Colman says, there's so many streets.
Can I tell you? Tyler, say your fact about the city that I want to get on this woman.
Okay. So the place that they're shooting at this particular moment is in the old city, and there really are like 4 streets in
That
this
is it.
particular section of town.
It's just a square. But her line delivery, oof. It's oof. It's like community theater, like 12-year-old doing a line at community theater level. It's very like, there's so many streets. How will we find them? And it's very like, what is going on that you couldn't get another take?
Yeah, I wish we had this script in front of us so we could just recreate that whole interaction.
Yes.
I also wish that they had gotten real Olivia Colman, because she would have done a much better job.
But she would have been like 13.
Yeah, in 1989.
I would have enjoyed watching Poirot go around with a 13-year-old Olivia Colman.
Ooh, the optics though.
I guess that's. But
so
like, they're not romantically linked. They're just.
That's true.
She would have been 15. Very good.
Hanging out.
Yeah, very good.
They're just hanging out.
Yeah,
She would
solving
have been
murders.
A prodigy. Like
And a protege.
Angus McDonald's, boy detective.
Yes.
Ronald's son?
Ronald McDonald? Yeah, I got it. I just didn't care for it. I'm sorry, Tyler.
I had a good time. It's all the
And we hope you did too. But they go to the guy that knows about poisons. He's like, hey, this came from a snake. It's a snake poison. Snake oil poison.
There you go.
So
like
Venom?
the snake we saw earlier. Yeah,
Yeah,
like Venom.
Venom.
Much like Venom.
A turd in the wind. Remember that movie? I did not see Venom.
I did.
But remember in the trailer where he says, like a turd in the wind?
No, I somehow blocked that.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah.
But then they go to someone who can sell poison. And she's...
Oh, so first of all, to backtrack, when this woman is being chased by the man at the beginning of the episode, this young girl sees, like, and rightfully so, sees this woman being chased by a man, so she decides to help hide the woman.
Yes.
As one should do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, same girl is back, who is the right age that Olivia Colman could have been.
Right, yes.
But ethnically not appropriate to play that part. Because, again, the optics. So, young girl takes Poirot
Young
and...
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I say, young girl.
YMCA.
So, anyway, they go to the woman who sold the poison. There was a little old woman who sold some poison. And she's like, they're like, what did the person look like? And he's like, were they English? She's like, yeah. It's like, were they a tall man or a small man?
Oh, my God.
And they're like, no, he was not even a man. And they're like, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, indeed.
Because, again, much like tourists, when someone doesn't speak the language, she just also felt to just need to say things slow and loud, which just hurt my heart. And that's all I have to say on that.
And so then Poirot and not Olivia Colman sit in the car together, and Poirot says, oh, well, the whole time it was Don Draper was going to poison himself. Nope, that's wrong.
No, but that would be, what a twist. Don Draper always intended to frame
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait and kill Marie Antoinette. What did we just... Deborah Winger.
Yeah, young Deborah Winger.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know who that is. That's why the name isn't sticking.
That's okay.
Because wasn't he actually having an affair with Petunia Dursley?
Yes.
Don Draper was having an affair with Petunia Dursley.
In the billiard room. Yeah, so that was the motive. And then, like, they go to the hotel, they're not there, and then they have to summon the major, who is Paul Giamatti.
What a visual, though.
Yeah.
For those who have no idea.
Yeah. That's fair. We're all assuming.
We're just imagining John Hamm and Fiona Shaw just snogging.
Yeah. So they go to a boat.
So they did it together.
They did it together,
because she got the poison and he...
So they're on a boat, and it's going fast, and they they catch up with a guy.
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti catches up with Don Draper. And Mrs. Dursley. And they then summon the Coast Guard, it seems, who shoots them.
Yes.
And they're like, we got him. Case closed. Mission accomplished.
What an unpheasant experience, because they have fezzes.
Oh, I see. Oh, when we were talking about the dope fits, we didn't mention the police uniforms. Fezzes, big pants, look like riding pants.
Tucked into boots.
Mm-hmm. Looks great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I did. You know, you lay all three pieces out, and you're like, does this work? I mean, you put it on, and you're like, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes. Then Poirot leaves. He's just like, peace, I gotta go back home to England because I got work to do.
Yeah, I hope he just took a day though.
Yeah.
For himself and just that man can just not leave the apartment. Like he can't go anywhere.
And even if he doesn't leave the apartment,
Oh,
the
that's
murders
true.
come to him.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the floor directly below him.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The third floor flat.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Tristan Miller. There's Saucy Sleuth. I hope you're enjoying these very, very silly episode. As always, we are on the Scavengers Network. You can go to scavengersnetwork.com and check out all the other fine podcasts, such as Historical Hotties and Spooky Spouses. A lot of alliteration there. They're also branching out into a lot of other mixed media. You can support this program and others like it by going to patreon.com/TristanJMiller. We're currently trying to get a new mic set up, and we're raising money for that. That's really all I have to say, other than thank you so much for listening, and I love you very much. I'm proud of you. You're doing great. Enjoy the rest of the episode, the remaining 3 minutes where we rate it. Okay. Bye-bye.
I mean, we should rate it at some point, though. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just didn't know if we wanted to rate it and espouse.
Okay, let's rate it
I'm
first.
just asking a
Are we
question.
going back to out of 5?
Yeah, out of 5 mustaches.
I went wild for Women's History Month and
Yeah.
just did everything at a 10-point scale. So out of 5 mustaches.
Well, it's because you adjust for the male rate.
Right.
Yeah, so
That's why.
you double the woman's stuff to try and compensate.
Because-
Affirmative action strikes again.
Yeah, sure.
A woman gets 1 mustache for every man's 2 mustaches.
That's true.
Yeah. But, yeah, okay, so I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5 mustaches. It wasn't, no, maybe 3. Yeah, okay. Maybe a 3. Like, it was, it was okay. It was very pretty, though. I like looking at everything a lot.
Yeah.
And
The fits.
that helped me enjoy the episode.
Yes.
It was also particularly fun to watch it together.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be giving it a little bit more. But, like, I mean, it's not the most, like, it was pretty easy to figure out. There's not much plot. Yeah.
Yeah. I, like, the experience I had watching it and talking about it, I would give a 5 out of 5. Wonderful day. Big fan. The episode itself is like a 2.5, 3. It's fun. No, it's a 4. I actually really liked it because it was like nothing happened. I love watching television where it's just like, oh man, I barely have to pay attention. I'm on my phone. I'm thinking about other things that I have to do with my day, but I'm still quote unquote watching television.
All right.
I love the guise of watching television.
Okay.
I'm a fan of the concept of television.
Interesting. So I give it 2 and 3 chaplains.
Okay.
Why not just give it a 4?
So, okay,
It's 2 and 3 chaplains.
3
so
out
it's
of...
like 3 chaplains are like 0.25. So it's like 2.
Yeah, 2 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not just give it a round up?
Because it doesn't.
All
warrant
right,
that.
it's fine. Fine.
precision.
Precision.
Why, Tyler? What?
Why?
Why?
Who hurt you?
This episode. For any other type of genre of television,
Yeah.
I would give this higher marks. But as a mystery, I shouldn't be able to like leave the room for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's fair.
Come back and still like be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that person did it.
Yeah.
Which was very much this episode for me.
Yeah, we all at one point went, oh, it was him.
Yeah.
The twist of it, them working together was nice, though.
That
Because it
was.
was very obvious that it was him.
It was very, but like I also kind of knew that she had something to do with it as
Yeah.
well. So like there was just a lot that also, it was it almost got very Murder for Christmassy in the beginning of it,
Oh no.
where it was just like, so much of this is just unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy the Fitz.
Yep.
Dope
did
Fitz.
enjoy David Suchet and
So good.
Oh my gosh, yes.
you know,
we didn't get Hugh in this
on
one.
location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun to poke fun at great value Olivia Colman
Yeah.
and her performance. And
Oh, that tickled me.
and it was
Great
really
value.
nice to be reminded of this island that I love so much.
Yeah.
I had this island called America. What is a
Hey.
continent but a big island?
That's true.
Well,
I mean,
not so
no.
much Europe.
Yeah, Europe and Asia are like
Yeah, they're
connected.
like they. Yeah.
What?
And do you know there is a South America? Yeah.
You're kidding.
Oh goodness.
So we're gonna go because we have to teach Tristan
Tristan's
geography.
I was homeschooled.
Doesn't your mom listen to this?
He had a substitute that day.
Yes.
There
They're
you
very
go.
good. That's very funny. I like that a lot. No, she taught me geography as best as she could. I just was always bad at it because I don't care. Even as an 8-year-old, I was like, I'm never gonna go there.
Oh.
Oh, that's so nihilistic of you. Is that the right word?
Yeah, fatalistic.
Fatalistic.
Nihilistic is when you like one of the Crane brothers a little bit more. And on that note,
I call this meeting adjourned.
Gavel sound?
for God's sakes, Niles.